Good evening, I'm Tiro, and this is news and preview Spring 2008, and it will be the death of me, because this is probably take 30-something. Yes, I am a member of Let'sPlayForum.com. It's a free site by Grawl and Zoobot Jones. Go check out the Finnish subforum, because it has lots of Let's Play there, archived and categorized. And, yeah, it'll be something you can do with your spare time. Also, I've been doing tutorials on what I thought would be video editing, but most of it is on how to use a video capture card or TV tuner. So if you want to do a modern LP without having GameBridge or even convert your home movies, check those out, because by the time you're done you'll know what to do. So let's go on to the games. First up, of course, is Final Fantasy Legend 3, very anticipated. And if you don't remember from last time, it's a hybrid between the normal Saga series and Final Fantasy. So we'll have something new. Then we have Quest 64. I know this is a difficult LP to do, but I have some ideas to spice it up. And I also know that it's very similar to Dragon Quest, so I'm going to study those LPs and build upon them. Hopefully I'll produce something rather nice. And last but not least, we have Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I'm thinking I'm going to do this contemporaneously with another LP and have it updated weekly, because that'll fit the nature of the game. In any case, I still have no friends, so I can't show the awesomeness of multiplayer. But who knows if I do get really lucky. And this brings me to another topic. It's come to my attention that you're not supposed to do video Let's Plays of RPGs. And if you do decide to breach this protocol, you're supposed to be like the characters themselves and not say a word. And I don't understand how voice acting the text can be annoying, because I can watch a movie in English with the English subtitles on and not be disturbed by the text. I guess it is kind of true that video games rot your brain and shorten your that dog has a puffy tail. And look at the cute little monkey. I wanna pet it. Aww. Oh, they're gone. What was I saying again? Yeah, I don't understand how people just don't learn how to focus on the video rather than the text. But, in order to correct this, I've been thinking about maybe doing the whole thing in Animalese, which, you know, it's precedent in a lot of other media. Even I've used it. Basically, you have an onomatopoeia instead of the text. However, in mulling it over, I kind of admit that this only works for monster or animal characters, because you get the, you know, joke of the fact that they're not speaking English and the characters still understand it. Rough, rough. What's that, Timmy? What's that, Lassie? Timmy's trapped in a well? You throw in the human element and you miss that irony, so works but not yada yada. And, you know, then people will be complaining about, you know, the human Animalese. So you can't keep everyone happy, but who knows. And next up we have the action games. Currently I'm doing Cube of War, and I probably have a week or two left of it. I don't know, because this is the past perfect talking to the future, and about 1,000 years ago. I'm dropping Evo because Thrarn is or has completed it, and he did a pretty good job of it, or will have done a good job of it. And there's another guy who also wants to do Evo in a challenge mode, so I just don't want to overkill it, especially in such a short amount of time. And in the Mega Man game, I'm kind of having second thoughts, because I doubt I'm going to have the personality to do a humorous LP of it. And a descriptive LP would be extremely boring, because probably everyone knows all there is about this character. So yeah. In any case, I do think I found another game, action game, that's another C game. If you don't know my convention, C games are games that are not bad, but then again they're not awesome either. It's a very middle ground niche that only some people get the fun factor of it, because usually it's very unique or quirky or mechanical, kind of like the games I play. And the game is Amazing Island, and you're basically a kid with a monster, and you have to save the island from bad guys. But you don't go Godzilla all over the place. You test your courage. And you do this by outwitting, outrunning, jumping, and bashing your opponents. And you know what this means. Minigames. Yeah. But before you complain about it, just think about it. Minigames really are just arcade games. And that's pretty action-packed, and who doesn't like them? Whether they make good LPs, that's a different story. I know there will be a certain amount of button mashing, but the game is pretty lenient, so I doubt I'm going to do post-commentary dialogue commentary. I don't care, this is Take 36. Moving on. The funness is going to be viewer participation, because guess what? You can create your own monsters. Yay! And if you played Graffiti Kingdom or Magic Pengal, you probably know what you have to expect. Or at least how the system would go. And before you complain about, copycats, guess what? Sometimes you have a good idea, you think about it all by yourself, and turns out someone else has done it, Coincidences do occur, but who really cares? Because, think about it. Even the anticipated Spore by Woolwright, the monster system is nearly the same as in Amazing Island or the other two games I mentioned. And who cares if it's fun? And if you want to be nitpicky, you just have to give the props to the predecessor. And so I'm just going to give props to the predecessor of all these games, or with this mechanic. Paper dolls. Yeah. We've all been playing with dollies, because think about it. You just have the one character and you accessorize. Sure, there are robot guns and arms and dragon claws and stuff, but instead of dresses and bows, but it's the same principle. And it's fun, so who cares? In any case, here are a couple of clips, so roll film. And here's one of their events. As you can see, it's a 3D rail shooter thingy. It has other staples like races and time stuff, but let's head over to the monster creator. And here we are. My basic idea is to have one monster per event submitted by a viewer. You can either give me a picture or write a description. It doesn't have to be professional quality, and I'll try to match it as best I can. Even if you don't like that, the game has a random personality quiz you can take, and it'll have a monster auto-generated, as we have just seen. It's gonna be a logistical nightmare, because there's tons of textures and accessories. And the more you play the game, and the more monsters you make, the more of them you get. So who can use what, when, why, and how is gonna be tricky. But then again, who said LPs were supposed to be easy? I also have a feeling that this game is really going to live up to its sceness, in that those who participate are really going to have fun. So I'm not going to force out an ending. Sadly, I don't have a large audience base to make sure I reach the ending, so I'm probably going to archive it and let people discover it at their leisure. And it'll be really interesting because I'll run across some self-referential metagaming. Anyways, let's head back to the main show. And we're back. And I'm really thinking these stupid news videos are gonna be the death of me, and not the LPs themselves. But it's fun doing them, and I thank you all for watching. As you can see, I have a couple of interesting things coming up in these months, and I hope you stick around to enjoy them. So until next time, I'm Tiro, and have fun gaming. See ya.